In fact, speaking of the EFF, let's get the reaction of the party's Tshwane caucus chief whip, Godwin Ratikwane. Mr. Ratikwane, a very good evening to you. You were just listening in to those remarks by Cilliers Brink, your new mayor in Tshwane. One of the things that he's repeated both in council and now in the interaction with the journalists was that he was going to reach out to the opposition and hear you out. Will you engage with him?
Good evening. As the EFF, we would like to firstly congratulate the new mayor and wish him well in his responsibilities. Of course, the EFF has been an effective opposition for years now. The DA has been on that seat since 2016, and we don't have a problem to meet with him and try to work together. But when you have a mayor that is interested in instability, like in this case where the mayor wants to deal with issues of removing the speaker, and you also have a budget adjustment that needs to be passed within 14 days, you can see that the attitude that the DA is coming with is already showing you that they are prepared to fight and they want instability instead of stability in the city of Tshwane. So that is a red flag for us, because there should be prioritization of issues. Say, we have an issue here whereby we haven't not passed yet the adjustment budget, and can we go and focus on that, and then later on we look into other issues. But it seems like it's all guns blazing, because Cilliers want to sink this ship.
Well, he says he wants to bring about stability, repair finances, sort out issues around the delivery of basic services in Tshwane. You've also just now pointed out the fact that the DA and its partners in the Tshwane Council are still going to go after the Speaker, Newzroom, whom they want removed, and he's been in that post, I think, about 2 weeks now. Would you then, as the EFF and your allies, in your engagements with this new DA mayor, would you use the stay of the Speaker as a bargaining chip to say, if you let the issue of the mayor go, then we will collaborate and cooperate?
Well, we will always look into whatever that the DA is bringing. So if the DA is bringing a budget that we believe that this budget is pro-poor, we will go together. Well, there's no issues necessarily. We're mostly interested in servicing our people. I don't think if the DA, for instance, says they want to insource workers, the EFF would just oppose it for the sake of opposing it. So there's a level of cooperation we're going to give the DA. But also, we are here to say, let's reprioritize the issues. Why would the removal of the speaker take priority over the budget adjustment? Does the removal of the speaker ensure service delivery? Does the removal of the speaker ensure stability? And I would beg to differ that if you had to answer and say yes, then I would beg to differ. Then we'll have fundamental differences at this stage. Yeah.
You said just now that there's no issue necessarily, but Cilliers Brink wasn't your preferred candidate to be mayor of Tshwane. He's won that. So if he wasn't, or there were no issues necessarily, but he wasn't the person you as the EFF wanted to be mayor, how did you make that decision? What informed that choice?
Remember, the problem why we're here is because in the DA governance since 2016, we've been seeing problems. This time around, we had the mayor that was Randall Williams, who was going for an unsolicited bid of 26 billion rand. You have got the Auditor General report. So the EFF had to hold the DA accountable by form of removing them from government, and we don't regret anything that we have done up to so far, because the citizens of Tshwane needs to sit there and say, but the EFF has tried to do this, the EFF has tried to remove these people, the EFF has tried to vote in their conscience, because now, even as we speak, there is no real plan from the DA that will come and address the issues that are addressed on the Auditor General report. So we had, as councillors, to go and deal with these issues, especially the issue of the Auditor General, because it's a recent issue. And also, you were dealing with a mayor that was not even willing to listen to anybody. And it seems like if Cilliers want to work with us, you might have to change how Randall was doing things and approach us like councillors and come with solutions and also consult enough. Because none of us have won this government, by the way. Even now, whatever agreement that they have with these other parties might lapse based on different factors, even if it's got nothing to do with the EFF. So it doesn't mean that then they have a coalition agreement, then it's cast in stone. But also, we need to go back and say, can we take all the councillors along with you so that you take them on board, and when they vote, there don't have to be so many divisions and unnecessary opposition in the chambers.
But your party, the EFF, has an arrangement with the ANC on these coalitions in Gauteng, which was inked at the beginning of this year towards late last year. That's what's now played out in Johannesburg first. It's played out to a degree in Ekurhuleni and as well in Tshwane tonight. So if the ANC does not give up its pursuit of the mayoral position and let's say in a week or two or a month or two tries to remove Cilliers Brink, is it a given that you will automatically vote with the ANC for that to happen, even if, for instance, you're not personally as the EFF unhappy with this performance?
The ANC never fielded any candidate, and we also believe that everything will be always on the cards, especially if then you have people who are pursuing the speaker and are not willing to change their ways instead of service delivery and anything else that we differ with fundamentally or so. So in politics, you never close any issue and say this is out of the cards, this is on the cards and all that. You approach issues on issue by issue basis. And if it changes later tomorrow and we find that there is some form of an agreement or an arrangement that is going on, there's nothing that is cast in stone in politics. That's why you've seen even before we used to vote with the DA on issue by issue basis way back in 2016. And now that they decided to basically reject the EFF had to go also become part of the councils. So they have to have a view. They can't always abstain for the entirety of the. So we can't sit and say this is on the cards, this is not on the cards. That's not how politics works.
So Godwin, let me ask you then, if there was a vote against Cilliers Brink tomorrow, would you vote for him to be removed?
Look, at this stage, what we are interested in is the stability of the city. When you vote against or for, there is different factors like numbers. You've confirmed numbers. You have a number of people who are saying, look, we're not happy with X and Y. But the main question we need to ask here is that, will these things that are happening in the city of Tshwane bring service delivery to the people? We are saying as the EFF, we are pro-service delivery. We are pro-poor budget. We want to see service delivery going down to the townships where it has not been going since the DA has been in power. The DA has been servicing affluent areas, suburban areas, and we want to change that government of Tshwane so that government of Tshwane can go and the people in Hammanskraal can feel the impact of government of Tshwane. The people in Oliven can see the roads being re-gravelled. There can be grass cutting happening, not just in Centurion or Far East and all that. We need to see the government having impact on each and every citizen, irrespective of where they stay or where they are geographically located in the city.
Godwin Ratikwane, EFF Tshwane caucus chief, thank you so much for your time tonight.